beautiful people. So today our focus is on Ppes, that's personal protective equipment, and we will credence to Safety First Aid Group on their sharing of some content. So what is PPE? PPE is defined in the Work Regulations 1992 as all equipment, including clothing, affording protection against weather, which is intended to be worn or held by a person at work and which protects him against one or more risks to his health or safety, and any addition or accessory designed to meet that objective. Now there are regulations that are required when PPEs are used. PPE must be supplied and used at work wherever there are risks to health and safety that cannot be adequately controlled in other way. PPE must be maintained and stored properly. It should also be provided with instructions or training on how to use it safely. PPEs must be used correctly by all who are purposed to use it, especially employees. Employers must ensure that suitable PPEs are provided free of charge to their employees, including cell workers. Employers must also make sure they know why PPEs must be worn and that the risk protects their employees. Now there are PPE signages, and we must ensure this. PPE signage must be provided and maintained by employers. So the following will show you some of the signages, and it should be maintained by employers. PPE signages must be respected by employees, visitors, and the general public. Offers recognizable visual guidance and instructions to employees. So at times there should be a guide as to how that PPE is used. It also warns about the specific need to use or wear items of personal protection equipment, and PPEs should be located close to the area of risk. All PPE signages must be blue and white for easy identification. Now there are various types of PPEs and the risk associated with them. So we have PPEs for head protection, breathing, hearing protection, eye protection, hands and arms protection, body protection, feet and legs protection. Now let's see. The PPEs for the body protection, they are quite conventional or disposable overalls, boiler suits, specialist protective equipment or clothing, then high visibility clothing. The risk associated may be temperature extremes, adverse weather, chemical or metal splash, spray from pressure leaks or spray guns, impact or penetration contaminated. With the body protection, we can have earphones, we can have nose mask. So name them. You can also share some on our platform as you give feedback. We have PPEs for eye protection, which includes safety spectacles, safety goggles, face shields, eye shields. The risk associated with maybe chemical or metal splash, dust, gas and vapor, radiation, etc. And we have PPEs for head protection. We have the helmets, the bump caps, the hair nets. The risk are impact from falling or flying objects. So we also have Ppe is for breathing protection, and the options include disposable filtering face pieces or respirators, half or full face respirators, air-fed helmets, breathing apparatus. We have that of hands and arms protection, and it includes gloves, wrist cuffs, armlets, etc. So anytime you see these, you are supposed to protect yourself as such. Now, how can you assess that as PPE in particular is suitable for use? A PPE is suitable for the risk involved and the conditions at the workplace. That's some of the questions you have to ask yourself. Does the PPE prevent or adequately control the risk involved without increasing the overall level of risk? Can the PPE be adjusted to fit the wearer correctly and be comfortable? Has the state of health of those who will be wearing the PPE been taken into consideration? Then, if more than one item of personal protection equipment is being worn, are they compatible? These are some of the questions one should ask when using PPEs. So, in this episode 2, go along with me. You see some of the PPEs with their names, and we must know them. Kindly subscribe to this channel as we share more content. We always love you sharing our space. We are a family, and know that hitting the subscribe or the subscription button is free. So please subscribe. Cheers.